Hello everybody, I am Vicky Olson, your Mrs. All-American Woman, and I'm here to share another story because I love to read and I wanted to share with you all. This book comes up a lot in our house and it always makes me giggle because I think of things from this book. It's called Officer Buckle and Gloria by Peggy Rathmann. This is a page of things not to do. So it says, say no to drugs, wash your hands after you use the toilet, never put anything in your ear, never accept rides from strangers, obey all traffic signs, never sit too close to the television, never eat mayonnaise that's been sitting in the sun, never play in the microwave oven, never tilt your chair back on two legs, never take other people's medicine, never play with matches, never play with spray cans, always pull the toothpick out of your sandwich, and never bother a big dog while he's eating. Officer Buckle knew more safety tips than anyone else in Napville. Every time he thought of a new one, he thumbtacked it to his bulletin board. Safety tip number 77, never stand on a swivel chair. We use this one in our house all the time because we have swivel chairs. Officer Buckle shared his safety tips with the students at Napville School. Nobody ever listened, and sometimes there was snoring. Afterward, it was business as usual. Mrs. Topple, the principal, took down the welcome banner. Never stand on a swivel chair, said Officer Buckle. But Mrs. Topple didn't hear him. Then one day, Napville's police department bought a police dog named Gloria. When it was time for Officer Buckle to give the safety speech at the school, Gloria went along. Children, this is Gloria, announced Officer Buckle. Gloria obeys my commands. Gloria, sit. And Gloria sat. Officer Buckle gave safety tip number 1. Keep your shoelaces tied. The children sat up and stared. Officer Buckle checked to see if Gloria was sitting to attention, and she was. Safety tip number 2, said Officer Buckle. Always wipe up spills before someone else slips and falls. Officer Buckle checked on Gloria again. Good dog, he said. Officer Buckle thought of a safety tip he had discovered that morning. Never leave a thumbtack where you might sit on it. The audience roared. Officer Buckle grinned. He said the rest of the tips with plenty of expression. The children clapped their hands and cheered. Some of them laughed until they cried. Officer Buckle was surprised. He had never noticed how funny safety tips could be. And after this safety speech, there wasn't a single accident. The next day, an enormous envelope arrived at the police station. It was stuffed with thank you letters from the students at Napville School. Every letter had a drawing of Gloria on it. Officer Buckle thought the drawing showed lots of imagination. His favorite letter was written on a star-shaped piece of paper. It said, you and Gloria make a good team. Your friend Claire. P.S. I always wear a crash helmet. Safety tip number 7. Officer Buckle was thumbtacking Claire's letter to his bulletin board when the phone started ringing. Grade schools, high schools, and daycare centers were calling about the safety speech. Officer Buckle, they said, our students want to hear your safety tips, and please bring along the police dog. Officer Buckle told his safety tips to 313 schools. Everywhere he and Gloria went, children sat up and listened. After every speech, Officer Buckle took Gloria out for ice cream. Officer Buckle loved having a buddy. Then one day, a television news team videotaped Officer Buckle in a state college auditorium. When he finished safety tip number 99, do not go swimming during electrical storms, the students jumped to their feet and applauded. Bravo, bravo, they cheered. Officer Buckle bowed again and again. That night, Officer Buckle watched himself on the 10 o'clock news. The next day, the principal of Knapville School telephoned the police station. Good morning, Officer Buckle. It's time for our safety speech. I'm not giving any more speeches. Nobody looks at me anyway. Oh, said Mrs. Tupple. Well, how about Gloria? Could she come? Someone else from the police station gave Gloria a ride to the school. Gloria sat on stage looking lonely. Then she fell asleep, and so did the audience. After Gloria left, Knapville School had its biggest accident ever. It started with a puddle of banana pudding. Splat, splatter, splosh! Everyone slid smack into Mrs. Tupple, who screamed and let go of her hammer while she was standing on a swivel chair. The next morning, a pile of letters arrived at the police station. Every letter had a drawing of the accident. Officer Buckle was shocked. At the bottom of the pile was a note written on a paper star. Officer Buckle smiled. The note said, Gloria missed you yesterday. Your friend Claire. P.S. Don't worry. I was wearing my helmet. Safety tip number 7. Gloria gave Officer Buckle a big kiss on the nose. Officer Buckle gave Gloria a nice pat on the back. Then Officer Buckle thought of his best safety tip yet. Safety tip 101. Always stick with your buddy. I love that book. Lots of good instructions in there. I think there's a whole nother page on the back as well. Let's see what these ones have on them. It says, never fly kites near power lines. Uh-oh. Never take other people's medicine. Never eat raw hamburger. Never play loud music into headphones. Look both ways before you cross the street. Never give information over the phone to strangers. Check how deep the water is before you dive. Do you see that picture? And never leave a bar of soap where someone might step on it. Never play alone in the car. Stay away from guns. Stay away from cigarettes. Keep shoes and a flashlight under your bed. Never put anything in your nose, and buckle your seat belt. All great tips to remember. I hope you guys enjoyed this book, Officer Buckle and Gloria. I'll see you again soon. Bye.